She always believed she knew how I'd react, loud, broken, desperate, maybe even violent. But what she never prepared for, not even in her cruelest fantasies, was silence, because when I saw her kiss him, right there on our doorstep, the very place we carved our names into the wood beneath the welcome mat like teenagers in love, I didn't shout, I didn't break anything, I didn't ask her why, I just stood still, an anchor in the middle of the storm, watching her lips meet the mouth of the man she once called her greatest regret. Watching her fingers slide through his hair like she used to do with mine on quiet Sunday mornings when the world outside didn't exist. And in that moment, as she looked over his shoulder and met my eyes, wide with shock and then something worse, expectation, I realized she wanted this. She wanted me to lose control, to give her the drama she could twist into justification for what she was doing, to say, "See, he's crazy," or "He's always been like this." But I didn't flinch, didn't give her a single word, and that silence, it terrified her more than 1,000 curses ever could, because people like her feed off reaction, off chaos, and when you give them nothing they start to drown in their own choices. And so I turned quietly, walked back into the house we built together, her heels still on the porch, her scent still clinging to the hallways like a ghost that wouldn't leave, and I packed a single bag, not because I was running but because I was done playing the fool, done staying in a story where I was written as the punchline, done sacrificing peace for promises already broken behind my back. And as I passed by the photo of our wedding day, her eyes gleaming, mine hopeful, I felt nothing but a dull ache, not rage, not heartbreak, just the quiet disappointment that comes when you finally understand someone never loved you the way you loved them. And I left everything she ever gave me. The watches, the letters, the leather journal she never knew I filled with poems about her, in the box where I once kept the ring, and I left that box on our kitchen counter beside a note with just 2 words, "I saw." And then I walked away, not even looking back when I heard the front door creak open, not even when she called my name into the night like it could unkiss his lips, not even when she cried, not because I didn't care, but because caring too long is what destroyed me in the first place. And I knew then that sometimes the loudest scream you can give someone is walking away without a sound, letting them sit alone in the ruins they created. And in the days that followed, when she texted and called and messaged everyone we knew to say, "It was a mistake" or "He's overreacting," I remained silent, even when friends forwarded me her apologies, even when her sister showed up crying, saying she never meant to hurt me, that she was confused, that it wasn't really a kiss. But I had already kissed that pain goodbye, already buried that version of me, and she never expected that, never expected a man like me to vanish without a trace, to take all the love I had poured into her and turn it into distance, into indifference, into silence that echoed louder than any revenge ever could. And even now, as I write this from a place far from the life I had built around her, I remember her face, shocked, pale, trembling, when I gave her nothing, and I realized that was the moment I took back my power, not by hurting her but by finally choosing myself, by refusing to bleed for someone who only ever handed me knives.